We are live.
All right. We're out here once again on the highways and the byways. The chief makes a concourse out here to prophesy against this wicked kingdom, which is known in the scriptures spiritually as Sodom and Egypt, Mystery Babylon, amongst other things. Salakia. All of us, I ain't never seen them leaf blow over here.
Nah, that's my first time. He started way down there.
Coordinated attack. Salakia. As usual, we're going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash.
Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And Shalom to the few sincere Akwat that are out there listening and learning as well. Adawan Ratazah, you can hear me. It's kind of loud today. You got the bell going off in the background as usual. But you also got this Edomite across the street blowing leaves. You know, so hopefully you can hear me. You know, they don't want us to be too loud over here. I don't want them to call the cops on me again. You know? So bear with us. But I didn't really have too much on my spirit. But I did want to speak on this for edification's sake. And of course, it's prophetic. You know, it ties into prophecies, the times that we're in. But I don't know if you guys are familiar. I found out about it a couple weeks ago, and I meant to speak on it, but I forgot. I forgot. So I'm remembering now. So I'll speak on it, you know, right now. And what brought this back to mind was an article that I stumbled across this morning regarding Campbell's soup. I had put it in the feed, and let me read it. It says Campbell's employee. You know, Campbell is a soup company. Campbell's employee fired after complaining about VP's, the vice president's rant. So I'll read the description. It says Robert Garza, a former security analyst for Campbell's Soup Company, has filed a lawsuit alleging wrongful termination after reporting inappropriate behavior by Vice President Martin Bailey. So long story short, what happened was he recorded the vice president. They went out for lunch. You know how you be having like a company meeting, one-on-one with your boss. So he recorded them because he thought it was going to be about getting a raise and paying all this stuff. So he recorded the conversation. Little did he know the conversation went left. The vice president, which it doesn't show who he is, but I can perceive he's probably an Edomite. You know, they be in them high positions. So he admitted to being drunk. I mean, coming to work under the influence, you know, high and shit. He said he was basically saying he was like he doesn't eat Campbell's soup. That's what he said. You know, just paraphrasing. And he was like this shit is for poor people. He was like, why the hell would I eat it when I know what's in it? You know?
Right.
He said, I don't buy. He said, I don't buy Campbell's products now that I know what's in it. You know, with expletives, I know it's effing in it. And he was like, I don't want to eat bioengineered food. And that's the point that I wanted to make. That's the point that I wanted to harp on. He was like, I don't want to eat chicken that was grown in the lab, right? You know, amongst other things. And then the guy that is suing them was so taken aback that he reported it to his supervisor.
Right.
And then he ended up getting fired. So that's why the lawsuit is, you know.
Wow,
he didn't tell him he recorded the conversation, but because he reported the guy, you know, he all of a sudden got terminated. But I'm bringing all this up about the point of the matter is about bioengineered foods. And I learned about that a couple weeks back, and I meant to speak on it because that's the new term that they're using for genetically modified organisms, GMOs. The whole world caught on to GMOs. That's why the whole trend went to organic. Organic. You want to buy organic. So what did they do? They came up with new speech. And the new term, if you pay attention to your foods, you look on it, almost everything you eat is going to say bioengineered. It's not going to say GMO anymore. It used to say GMO or non-GMO.
Yeah.
Now it says bioengineered. And that's GMO. But pay attention, because after I heard about it, I went to the grocery store and let me just start reading shit. Everything I was grabbing said bioengineered. It was hard for me to grab. It's super hard. Pay attention. It's super hard to find anything that's not bioengineered, which means chemically modified, made in the lab. So I'll read the definition off of Google, the AI overview. And this, then you got the floor. But I wanted to harp on this because I forgot, and then that whole Campbell soup shit brought,
Con.
Matter of fact, I'll start with a scripture. So, we ain't just ranting and not going into the scriptures. This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And you can't avoid it. Or you could try to eat well, you could try to exercise, but it's impossible to avoid eating carcinogens, man. It's in everything it's in your water, it's in your juices, it's in your bread, it's in your cereals, your fruits, your vegetables. They're being sprayed with pesticides. You're bathing in it. You got BPAs, forever chemicals. Matter of fact, I'll start with another scripture. This is Lamentations chapter 3, verse 22. It is of the Lord Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. As it is written, he will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. Because if it was up to these heathens and this devil Esau Edom, we'd be completely annihilated, man. You see what they do? They put us in the ghettos, the barrios, the traps, the slums, the projects. They feed us. They got us bathing in lead water. Look at Flint, Michigan, right? We living in houses built with asbestos.
Yep.
We constantly being bombarded with toxins, poisons. They actually they actually have engineers, chemists that go in labs and concoct different chemicals, compounds that destroy and target a particular race. So again, Lamentations 3 and 22. It is of the Lord Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed. It's through the tender mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that we even are brought back to remembrance. Because this devil wanted to completely annihilate our identity. For ages, he's been putting the covering cast over us, man. Hold me that, please.
Con.
The vial, the covering over the, you know what I want.
Con.
He's been hiding our identities since we came to the Americas, man, and even before that. What do we always say? Every so many years, every couple decades, our identity changes.
Yeah.
We were black, we were Negroes, we were fucking colored, African American, Our identity keeps changing. All the tribes. You calling yourself, we always say Puerto Rican. Oh, you're a proud Puerto Rican. You got the goddamn flag in your car. Soy no Puerto Rican, soy Cubano, soy Mexicano. You proud of that? That's a covering cast on you, man.
Yeah.
That's not your true biblical nationality. That's not your true identity. That's the term that the conqueror labeled you, man. You speak Spanish because of the conquistadors. You were conquered. You speak in the language of your oppressor. You're conqueror. We speak English because the Edomites, the Europeans, conquered us, man.
Con.
French, Latin, Portuguese, whatever language. Your whole identity is from your oppressor, from the enemy. You got it?
Yeah. This is Isaiah
And that's all we know from our inception, from birth. And then you go to school and become indoctrinated with more lies.
Yeah.
History, his story. And his stories have truths, mostly lies. And now it's to the point where he completely want to redact history. He want to take slavery out of the schools. You know, he got something called critical race theory. You know, oh, we weren't brought over here in cargo slave ships. We migrated over here. We were indentured servants. No, we were brought over here at chattel slavery, man. Shitting, menstruating, pissing on top of each other. And who did that? The enemy did that.
Yeah.
They about to celebrate Thanksgiving. Now what is Thanksgiving all about? Celebrating the goddamn genocide of the North American Indians. The Great Deception. How did you get this land? Did you barter for it? How'd you get it? You stole it.
Yep.
By the force of the sword. And nobody holds you accountable. So again, Lamentations 3:22. It is of the Lord Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed. He never wanted us to find out our true identity, man. He spent trillions to hide our identity. He paid off our leaders. Al Sharptongue, Jesse Jackass, Farrakhan, Martin Luther Farrakhan, all sellouts, man. That's why Martin Luther King, what did he say toward the latter part of his life? Everybody knows the I Had a Dream speech, right? You forget about his last speech before they whacked his ass. He said, I fear I led my people into a burning house. What did he realize? He was bamboozled.
Yeah.
Why the hell is Martin Luther King taking a picture with Jacob Rothschild? Google it. Why is Martin Luther King taking a picture with the Rothschilds, who was one of the elites, one of the elite banking families? He was bought and paid for like all the leaders.
Yep.
The Rainbow Coalition. Anyway, Salakia. So they never wanted us to find out that we're not black, we're not niggers, we're not spics, we're not coons, wetbacks. We're not African American. We're not Haitian, Puerto Rican, Mexican. Whatever respective land you're from, that was put on you by your oppressor. We have a biblical nationality. Everybody you see walking around on the face of the earth has a biblical nationality. God deals with nations, not races. Race is a modern construct. We are the Israelites, Yasharallah, the princes of the power. Not them condom hat people over there in the so-called Holy Land.
Yeah.
Them small hat, big nose people. Those are, they converted to Judaism. They're converts. They are not the biblical people. We are. The scriptures tell you what would happen to the Israelites in the latter times. We would be scattered amongst our enemies. We would have to go to our enemies for want of all things. Going back to what I started with. You got to go to this devil for everything. For employment, for housing, for food, for shelter. You can't escape this devil. And they like to say, go back to your land. What land? You in my land, and you having two heathens fighting over our land, man. We come from Jerusalem. And not to mention, if I leave, you're going to ask me where I'm going when I'm coming back. I got to ask for permission. I got to get a hall pass. So what the hell you mean go back to, where you want me to go? Where can I go that your red ass hasn't colonized?
Yep. Yep.
So again, Lamentations 3:22. It is of the Lord Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. Going back to what I said earlier, we in the ghettos, we in the worst school, F schools, D schools, single parent households, you know?
Yep.
They just wish we were all just die off or be a bunch of retards, but we still thrive. We become LeBron Jameses, Colin Powells, Condoleezza Rices.
Can't stop,
Eli
won't
Whitney's, you know?
Yeah.
The best scientists. Why? Because we are the Lord's chosen people, the salt of the earth. We brought out last week about in Puerto Rico. You know, on the island of Puerto Rico, and if you don't know, the Puerto Ricans are known as the tribe of Ephraim, which means fruitful. Everybody knows that. That's the joke, the running joke about the Latin tribes. Mexicans pile up in the house, pile up in the car.
Yep.
That's a blessing. Again, going back to the Puerto Ricans, do you know on that island, all your contraceptives, all modern day birth control, how did they learn about that? By experimenting on the Puerto Rican women on that island. They got a show on HBO called Midwives. Show you what they were doing when they were coming up with that shit. Cutting open the women, you know? Castrating the men. How did they figure out how to tie tubes? Did they just wake up and have an epiphany? They found out through experimenting with our women and our men.
Trial and error.
We all know about the Tuskegee experiment. So again, that's just devil's wish, man, that we would just go somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're an eyesore to him, especially the Israelites. We're a constant reminder that God has not done away with his people. And a recompense is coming. A payback is coming for what you did to us. How you acquired this land. God is going to hold you accountable. Bring that out, huh?
This is Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain
You speak on it.
the face of the covering cast over all people. And that's what the Heavenly Father is doing. He's destroyed the covering cast. Okay?
Over all people.
Yep.
Because all these nations are confederate.
Yep.
That's why they all have a seat at his summit meetings, his NATO meetings, his G7, this summit, that summit. What is a summit? The top of a mountain. Read that again. In the Bible, sometimes the Bible is filled with allegories, metaphors, similes. They're dark sayings. God had to codify the Bible because this man is such a devil. If he would have wrote it plainly, he would have completely destroyed every Bible.
That's
Just
fact.
like in slavery. If he caught you reading, what did he do? He gouged your fucking eyes out. God forbid he found you reading the Bible, you know what he do? He put you to death. Why is that? Because the Bible had the truth. The Bible caused Harriet Tubman, who they call Moses, to have the Underground Railroad.
Yep.
Nat Turner, when he started reading the real Bible, he discovered what? Hold on, this talking about me.
Yeah. Let's talk about
That's
us.
why they had to give him the slave Bible. Be obedient to your masters. You know?
Yeah.
They pick and choose the verses. They didn't want him to read the whole book.
Yep. It says,
Go ahead.
and he will destroy in this mountain.
And this mountain, which this is the greatest mountain in the earth. Babylon the Great.
Khan, the chief mountain.
The chief mountain, the highest mountain. This the so-called greatest empire ever. America the Great.
Yep.
And what this devil trying to do, make America great again. Usher in another golden age. Hold on. Wait a minute. When the hell was America great? What made America great? I'll tell you what it was. Free labor. You know it better as slavery. Wouldn't that make any corporation, any business great?
Yep. Khan.
Ain't that why they got something called offshoring? Ain't that why they sending the jobs to India, to Taiwan, to some sweatshop so a goddamn 14-year-old could sew together some J's,
Yep.
some Nikes, for cheap labor, pay them 5 cents an hour? So how much more so when you didn't have to pay your slave? All you had to do was house them and feed them.
Yep.
And you didn't even have to feed them the choice foods. You fed them slop. Pigtails, pig feet, pig ears, chitlins. Jake's so bad, they made it a delicacy. We call it soul food. Tell me we're not the salt of the earth. Man,
Oh man.
read that again out.
It says
Salaki, read that again.
Isaiah 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
What's a covering cast? A veil. These people don't know their biblical nationality. They don't know who they are. Everybody descends from Adam, and then moreover, they descend from Noah. Because there was a great killing. God brought a great killing upon the earth. The first death, it was the time of the flood. God killed everything moving, if it wasn't in the ocean. Saved 8 souls. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, and their 3 wives. And everybody else came through their loins. So everybody, again, has a biblical nationality. The Bible deals with nation. In the Bible, there's 18 nations. And God chose one nation to rule over all of them. His favorite nation. His peculiar treasure, which so happens to be the Israelites.
Con.
You know them as niggers, so-called black people, Haitians, you know, Hispanics, Latinos, North American Seminole Indians. But their biblical nationality would be what? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Naphtali, Zebulun, so on and so forth. Yasharallah, the princes of the power. That's our true identity. What you call yourself is a covering cast. It's a modern label that was placed upon you. And notice, he labeled Judah the most. Judah got the most covering cast.
Yeah.
Because they the most detrimental. Our Lord sprang out of Judah. Judah's the head tribe. Once Judah gets to come get his mind right, that's it. Game over.
Con.
Go ahead.
It reads, and I will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Over all people. Oh, all nations. They're all in agreement. Psalms 83. They're all confederate. You ask somebody from Iran, they know their true identity. They know they descend from the Persians. You ask an Arab, ask a so-called Muslim, somebody from that, Arab, which Arab means mixed. You got Ishmael, and you got Elam over there. You got some Ham, But you ask Ishmaelite. They know they Ishmael,
Yeah.
Them Iranians, they know they're the Persians. They know their history. They go back to Xerxes and shit. Darius,
Yep. Con.
We don't know who we are. You think China? Oh, you got the Moabite stone.
Yep. Moab knows he's Moab.
They all know. We don't know. The joke's on us. But the covering cast is being destroyed, and what's destroying it? This truth, this word. What is written? That you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Free from what? The shackles on your mind. From all these indoctrinations, all this madness. You got some more? You getting something?
I got a little bit more. It says, and the veil.
Okay, yeah, what's a veil? A veil is something you put, like when a woman's getting married to cover herself.
Yeah.
That's what a veil is. To hide your face.
Con.
Our face has been hidden from our power. Because in order to get back to our power, we got to know the names. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's the name of God. God just means power, like Allah. Allah means power. But God has a proper name. Many titles, one proper name. Most High, the Almighty. Those are titles, but he has an actual name. And his name is spoken in the Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash. His name that he gave to Moses is Yahweh. He is, he to be. He's all around us. The creator of the universe, the creator of existence. And his only begotten son, his name is Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushua, which in the Hebrew means he saves, he delivers. He's coming to save and deliver his people. Why would God's people need to be saved and delivered? Because they in the hands of their enemies.
God.
You got it, and you speak on it, Salakia.
This is Isaiah 47.
Real quick, let me. I was looking.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, which the Lord of hosts means the Lord of armies. God is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. And he has many, what do I always say? Many instruments on his utility belt, on his Batman belt.
Yeah, yeah.
He got many ways he can wage war. God wages war through the angels. He wages war through men, through nations. He wages war through so-called nature, storms, hurricanes, earthquakes, volcanoes. So he's the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. You know? Mm-hmm. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'Hashem means in the name. Because you can't go to Yahweh, you got to go through his son. I mentioned earlier his only begotten son. What do I mean by that? God is a boss. The boss of bosses. What does a boss do? A boss delegates tasks, orders. A boss don't get down off his throne and do nothing. So the only thing this boss did to create the universe, what he did was he created the first spirit, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. And through Yahweh Shai, everything else was created. What was Yahweh Shai's first task? He created the Alahayim, the powers.
Powers, kind.
He wasn't by himself. That's why he said, homie, that in the beginning was the Word and the Word was with God. God is the Word. And Yahweh Shai carries out his word, his will. They're on one accord. Two different entities, same accord. Yahweh Shai is the word made manifest.
This is John, verse 1.
You gotta lift your voice up a little bit, Salakia.
Khan, this is John chapter 1, and starting at the top, it reads, in the beginning was the Word.
Genesis, meaning the beginnings. Mm-hmm. It tells you that. Okay, go ahead. Read that again.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God.
The Word was with God. Mm-hmm. Yahweh Shai is the Word made manifest. Whatever God wants to do, whatever they got, what they call it, telekinesis, telepathy.
Yeah.
He didn't even, Yahweh don't even got to say nothing. He already know what time it is. You know?
Uh-huh.
And that's what we say, the Lord's Prayer, let thy will be done in heaven as it is on earth.
Yep.
So read that again.
It reads, John chapter 1 and 1, in the beginning was the Word.
It's funny, Eve the one that give us the most dirty looks, man. Because Eve know what this represent. Eve know this means Esau going down. And if Esau going down, she going down right down with him. Your covenant with death is being disannulled. That Gardenian pact, that pact that you made with the serpent in the garden, that's it, it's over. You're gonna be subject to your man. Since she was walking on in front, out of order.
Out of order.
Out of order. You know who wear the pants there. Go ahead, Salakia.
God.
She mean mugged me.
Yeah, man.
You know? Go ahead.
Always Eve. In the beginning.
And we weren't even talking about her.
God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
God meaning a power. He wasn't the God, he was a God. As it is written in Psalms, the same thing Yahweh Shai iterated. Is it not written in your law? We are gods, but you shall die like men. Roughly paraphrasing. God meaning power. Alahayim, the powers. In order to understand the Bible, you got to go back to the original text, the original language. The Bible has been translated over the ages, from Hebrew to the Greek to the Aramaic to the Latin to the English to the Spanish to the German to whatever respective language that you're reading it in. And over time, it loses its strength. So you got to go back to the root of the word. So again, God means, when you look up, God is Allah, meaning power. There are many powers, but there's the power. It's order. Go ahead.
The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him.
Through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. He was that's what it means, only begotten son. Yahweh Shai created everything else. You know? That's why he said, hear ye him. Here is my beloved son, hear ye him. Him I'm well pleased. I botched it, but you know, that's the point. That's the point. I'm a little bit all over the place, so slack it. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, and that represent, because when you read the Bible, the Israelites, there was a split. During the time of Saul, during the time of King Saul, which was the first king in Israel, the children of Israel were all together. Then there was a split, Jeroboam and Rehoboam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Khan.
So you had the northern, you got the northern and the southern kingdom. You know? Even when King David came on the scene, King David, there was still a split, remember? Because King David had both kingdoms with him. So the split came after Saul, if I'm not mistaken, right? Help me out. I think the split came after Saul. Some didn't want to, you know, it's been a minute since I went through that history. But basically, long story short, Israel and Judah represent the two different kingdoms, the northern and the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom would be the Latin tribes and the North American Indian, the Seminole Indians. They're the northern tribes. When you read 2nd Ezra 13, it tells you what happened to the northern kingdom. They came over to the Americas. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, hold me that, Baba Kashah. 2nd Ezra 13.
Khan.
It tells you that, I'll get it. You look like you grabbed me something, so I'll get it.
Khan. It says the Israelites split into the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah around 931 through 922 BCE after the death of King Solomon.
So it happened after King David.
Yeah.
So I botched it up.
It says the division.
Salakia.
So
So I botched it up because you had King Saul, but it was a split then too, because some of the men wanted to follow Saul and his son.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to follow David.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, eventually David got complete control. King David had all the heathens in subjection. Matter of fact, there was so much blood on King David's hand, he couldn't build a temple. His son, King Solomon, had to build a temple. So it happened after King Solomon died. Because during the reign of King Solomon, there was 40 years of peace. That's the only rest we knew. All we knew after that was captivity after captivity after captivity. You know? So again, that's what I bossed it up. I got to go back through the history. That's why you got to read and reread and read and reread.
I got 2nd Ezra 13 if you want it.
I got it already.
Khan.
2nd Ezra 13 and I started straight to the point, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, because the northern kingdom went into captivity first under the Assyrians. And why do we always go into captivity? For disobeying our power, for breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what a covenant is. A covenant is a contract. When God gave Moses the covenant to the Israelites when he came down out of Mount Sinai, he said, keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, and you'll have life, blessings. If you break them, you'll die. Curses will come upon you. And that's what happened. Time and time again, we disobey God's laws. First and foremost, by following behind the other nations. Because again, God deals with nations. And God chose one particular nation. He set one nation aside from all the other nations. That's what it means, the word holy. Holy means separate, set apart. So God chose a particular nation, and that's what you read in the beginning of the Bible. You're seeing God setting aside a particular group of people. Our forefathers, the blessing went from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob's sons. We are the sons of Jacob. So God was setting aside a particular nation to govern the universe. You see? Read that again. I was reading, right?
You were reading it, yeah.
So it says, 2nd Ezra 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, again, they went to captivity under the Assyrians, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so they came into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. So they went to the so-called New World, as Esau called it. Because
Yeah.
the old world was what? Started in the Levant, the Fertile Crescent, the so-called Middle East, Western Asia, and all the nations spread out after that. They went north, south, east, and west, but they never went all the way to the Americas, North and South America. King Solomon had sent, in the Bible it tells you that King Solomon would send ships to the Americas to get what? Gold, Ophir. He would charge the Hamites to go over there and get land, bring gold and bring it back. But nobody actually stayed over here permanently. That's why the North American Indians and some of the Latin tribes, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Incas, they're known as the indigenous peoples. What does it mean? The first peoples to live on this land. So that's a cut to Christopher Columbus. How the hell could you discover the Americas, the Caribbean, when you had people already over there? Puerto Rico, the Taino Indians,
Yep.
they call Boricua. You had the Caribs, the Arawaks, all in the Caribbean. Those were Israelites, man. You know? They were all the way from South America all the way up to Canada. You had Israelites.
Yep.
You know? And I'm reading about it. Really, the Bible is a history book, man. That's why, to this day, prestigious colleges go into the Bible, because it's historically accurate.
Con.
It's filled with prophecies. What's a prophecy? Something that has, well, the word prophesy means to say something before it happens. So the Bible is filled with prophecies. Things that have happened in the past, things that are happening as we speak, and a handful of things that are shortly to play out. What's the word I'm looking for? It's accurate, secularly. You can go through history and match things up.
Line everything up. Con.
So again, 2 Ezra 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes, again, referring to the northern kingdom. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land, because we were all in Palestine. We were all over there. That Jerusalem is the mother of us all. But the northern kingdom got jacked up first under the Assyrians. They took them to their land. But I'm reading about them leaving that captivity and coming over to the Americas. So it says, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so they came into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, and the river is still called the Euphrates. You can see.
To this day. Yep. To this day.
They came down, basically they came down the bottom part of Africa and came up that way. And it's going to tell you that it's known that the waters around there is rough. So it's going to even tell you how the Lord stilled the waters. So it says, verse 43, and they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over, because it's got trade winds. The water's real rough to go to sail that way. So it was all destined, you know. Oh, even with Christopher Columbus. Remember, the sailors were about to commit mutiny on him. Remember? Because he couldn't find the Americas.
He couldn't find it.
He couldn't find the New World. And then how did he find the New World? St. Elmo's fire, which was a giant UFO, a chariot. It guided him.
Yep.
He looked up. They were about to throw his ass off the boat. And he said, look, St. Elmo's fire. And then he followed it to the Americas.
Divine
Which
intervention.
actually he didn't even come to the Americas. He landed in the Caribbean. I think he landed in Hispaniola, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that's the point.
Hey, divine intervention, man.
So,
divine intervention.
So let's go back to a little history lesson. We'll be all over the place. I don't want Montezai's edifying, you know.
Full circle through the spirit.
So going back to Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the children of Israel and the children of Judah. So again, the children of Israel is the northern kingdom. The so-called Latinos, Hispanics, North American Seminole Indians, right? And the children of Judah. Now, who are the children of Judah? That's the southern kingdom, who you would know as the Jews, which Jews is short for Judah, right? But the Jews are not just one tribe. The Jews are three tribes: Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They are the southern kingdom. And matter of fact, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach came out of Judah. That was the prophecy. He would come out of the seed of Jesse. So it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Yep.
Where are the children of Israel and the children of Judah? Where are all the tribes oppressed together? In the Americas.
Land of the North. Con.
It ain't in Australia. You're going to find some of the tribes over there. It ain't in England. You're going to find some of the tribes. It ain't in France, Ireland, you know, wherever. No, all the tribes are right here in the Americas.
Yeah.
It's the great melting pot. and that's a nomen omer.
The Lord labeled it.
Because this place going to be melted.
Yeah.
So it says, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. To this very day. They could say, okay, you got us. You found out your nationality. Matter of fact, Esau document everything. You look at the old slave ships, it's like an old slave sign that said Hebrews for sale. Hebrews for sale. Matter of fact, a lot of the slaves had Hebrew Israelite names.
Yeah. Documented on record. Hebrew names. Con.
He documented the ships. He documented the cargoes. He documented everything.
Good ship Jesus.
Good ship Jesus got 100,000 slaves on it from Fort Judah. You even had forts in the west coast of Africa, Fort Judah.
Fort Judah.
So the evidence is overwhelming. You know?
He left a paper trail.
That's why in Stink City over there, them small hats, they're not allowed to take a DNA test. Because if they took a DNA test, it would show they're not from there.
Not the original people.
So that was the point.
Hey, the Lord, they're beautiful. Can't make it up.
I'm looking for something you could fill up on.
Con, real quick, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It reads...
I found it. Slakia. Jeremiah 16 and 15. But the Lord... I'll start at 14. Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Because everybody knows about that. The first Exodus, out of the actual land of Egypt in the land of Ham, in Africa. Ham means hot. You know? There's going to be a second Exodus. But this time it ain't going to be from Africa. It's going to be from right here in the Americas. And all over where the Israelites were scattered. That's what I'm reading about. So it says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. Hold on, aren't we in North America?
Last time I checked.
Hold on. Isn't Babylon the Great, the good US of A, smack dab in the land of the north?
Yes, sir.
In the new world?
Yes, sir. Check all the boxes.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them, because that was the curse, that the Israelites would be scattered among all nations, and we would be at the bottom, no matter where we're at. These curses would overtake us. That's how we can identify ourselves. We got no standing army, we got no monetary might, we got no true leaders. You all got something in common. Quote Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. We got something in common. We all got something in common. What's that? We've been oppressed. We still in the hand of our enemies.
Yeah.
Look what this damn devil want to do to Venezuela. Oh, you think you bad because you got your own land, huh? Don't you know if you don't abide by this devil's rules and regulations and pay them taxes and tariffs, and he will invade your goddamn land. You will get Gaddafi.
Yep.
You will get Saddam Hussein. And he'll set up a puppet leader like he has in Mexico.
Hey, Maduro know this, man. That's why Maduro is trying to be at ease and telling them he'll step down and he'll give America what they want. But the pride of their heart done deceived them.
So a little bit more. But the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. And that's the land of Israel. Which you know is Palestine, the Holy Land. That's why there will never be peace in the Middle East, because that land don't belong to you. Two heathens are warring over our land. That's why them Palestinians say they're not accepting them small hats, because they say, you're not the people. We've been here longer than you.
Yep.
That's what the whole war's about.
Yep.
When did them small hats go over there? In 1948, the Balfour Declaration.
That one divine intervention right there.
So anyway, Salakia, I'm all over the place.
Let me back up your point real quick, Salakia.
My bad. You got it.
It said, and then you got it right back. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 15.
You got it.
It reads, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." All right, Egypt, not modern day Egypt is America. All right, spiritually Egypt and Sodom. It reads, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand."
Egypt is synonymous for bondage. That's what's well documented about our time in Egypt. We served hardcore bondage under the Hamites, man. Because the true Egyptians, contrary to what this devil would tell you, are black. Now, the Edomites did take over Egypt under the reign of Ptolemy. The Ptolemaic dynasty, they took over Egypt. Cleopatra, she was an Edomite. She wasn't a Hamite. You had the great library in Alexandria,
Yeah.
That was under the Ptolemaic reign.
Yep.
But initially, they were black. When you look at the hieroglyphics, you'll see tall, lanky, dark-skinned people on the walls. Who looks like that in modern times? The Sudanese people. They tall, lanky, they look the same.
Exactly.
They were the original people that were in that land. They were kicked out of that land, man.
Yep.
Now, matter of fact, Arabs occupy Egypt.
It reads, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before."
That's how we getting out of America. Divine intervention. That's how we got here in the first place. It was a punishment. The Lord did this to us, man. The same way we're gonna get out of here. And he's plaguing America just as he did ancient Egypt.
Yep.
All kind of storms, plaguing their crops, plaguing their economy. America can't catch a goddamn break. I wonder why that is. I thought God loved America.
Thought he blessed it. "And will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn."
They mourning right now. We're supposed to be in the holiday season. Don't look very merry out here. It look very dire. America looking like a goddamn third world country.
"Egypt shall mourn."
Everybody look zombified, defeated. We're about to go into the new year. What's wrong with these people, man?
Looking like it ain't gonna be a very fruitful Thanksgiving and Christmas.
How can it be? Your economy's in shambles. DJ Trump cutting all your goddamn benefits. All the jobs are disappearing. Cost of living is going through the goddamn roof. And you ain't got no solution. No hope. No way out of this.
They're coming up with
I thought he had a high IQ though. I thought he was a high IQ man.
thought so too. Coming up with turkey substitutes because the food prices are too high. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it.
Because this land is defiled, hoping that in Numbers.
Khan.
America's defiled, man. All the blood that they shed on this land. That blood is required, man. You ain't just gonna ride off scot-free, and you know?
Yep.
We had to pay. What makes you think you're not gonna pay? And you got the audacity every year to commemorate it, man. How you stole this land.
I got two. This is
Numbers.
Hold on.
So shall you not pollute the land. For blood it defileth the land, and that land cannot be cleansed except by he that, I'm botching it. Come on. Should be like 14, I think. It's either 11 or 14.
It is. Jesus. There we go. Numbers chapter 35 and 33.
Way off, Salakia.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land.
You got something in America called the Trail of Tears, man. You got something called the Devil's Punch Bowl, man. Google it. I ain't gonna tell you. Google it. You got whole neighborhoods that were flooded out, man. And fucking 5-star resorts built over them. Google the Ocoee massacre. You ain't gonna pay for that? Read that again.
Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
That's called payback.
Khan.
That balances the scales of justice. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse, start at 9. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house. And that's this devil. He's covetous, he's greedy. In the islands we say, want all, get none. He wants it all. He wants all the resources, you know? He wants all the praise, all the fame, but he don't want the shame. He don't want the shameful spewing that's on his glory. That's why he pulled down his Confederate statues. He want to whitewash history. Because what he did to acquire this land, it's a black eye. It stained his raiment, his clothes, you know?
Yeah.
So again, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high. Do you know where they got Mount Rushmore? That was Gad land, and that was like Holy Land, you know? They set that shit aside. And this devil got the audacity to put his face up there, man.
Damn.
That's pride, ain't it?
It don't get any prouder than that.
That he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and have sinned against thy soul. Jump down to verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. That's everywhere this devil put his red ass.
Yeah.
He got it through rape, rob, and pillaging. He called it imperialism. He called it colonialism. I call it theft. You know?
I call that right.
We're conquistadors. We're gonna civilize you.
Civilize the world.
We're gonna rape your women. We're gonna kill the men and children. You know? We're gonna give you diseases, spread diseases. We're gonna strip you of your identity, your heritage. We're gonna demasculate your men. And then we're gonna raise you all up, you know?
Yeah.
Make you subject. We're gonna subjugate you.
Now, who's the real savage?
So again, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. And matter of fact, when you read the memoirs of Christopher Columbus, he said what? That these people were docile people. He said he could take them down with a small army in a day.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't put his sword. He said Christopher Columbus was killing so much he couldn't put his sword down for 1 hour. Because what did he see when he came over here? He saw the Incas, the Mayans. He saw the indigenous people, and you know Jake be shining, man. They had all that gold on.
Glistening.
They were dripping.
Yeah.
You know, so much gold. They ain't know what the fuck to do. You know?
God.
You got something?
Yeah.
I'm kind of. Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
You finished with
You
that?
got it. That's it.
This is Isaiah
You speak on it.
chapter 14 and verse. I'll start at verse 3.
You take.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the
Matter of
Lord.
fact, start at 1.
Khan.
Because that's the good news. We speaking on the. Everybody want to talk about the gospel. Read the gospel. Do you know what the word gospel means? Gospel means good news. We reading the good news. Hold Lamentations 4 real quick.
Khan.
You know, 4 and 20.
4 and 20.
The gospel means good news. But guess what? Guess what the thing about good news is? Everybody can't get good news or else it wouldn't be good news. What can it? In order to get good news, somebody got to get bad news. So the good news is this is our last captivity. This is the last time we're going to find ourselves in this condition. Because God is about to usher the kingdom of heaven on earth. What's the kingdom of heaven? God's laws being implemented in the land under his son, Yahushua HaMashiach, and his people.
This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21.
20. Well, start Esau, you know.
So, you want to start at 20? It says,
Well, is it 21?
no, it's 21.
Okay,
The
go
point. It reads, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest.
Again, the Lord deals with nations. He doesn't deal with races. You ain't going to read the Bible and see white people, black people, Chinese people, Indian people. That's new speech, man. The dog chimed in. The Lord deals with nations, and in the Bible there's 18 nations. And when you read Genesis, I believe that's 36, it tells you, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Edom. Esau is Edom. So Esau, Edom, Mount Seir, they're all synonymous for the same nation. The so-called white people.
So it reads,
The so-called Europeans, the so-called Caucasians, which the word Caucasian means cave dweller. Why does he call himself a Caucasian? Well, it really goes back to the Georgia Caucasus Mountains. But where was he before that? He was in Petra. We brought that out last week. Google Petra. What are you going to see when you Google Petra? You're going to see Greco-Roman architecture. Because that's where the Edomites resided originally.
Yep.
Southeast of Jerusalem. Which you know is modern-day Syria or modern-day Jordan. Because before it was called Jordan, it was all one land, Syria. Google it. And a particular group of people lived there, resided there. And they left their imprint, their stamp on that land, on them caves, on the mountains. And it looks like a Roman, you're gonna see Greco-Roman architecture. The Colosseums, you know?
Yep.
It looked like a courthouse.
Yeah, like a government building. Facts.
Read that again.
Lamentations
Joyce, yep.
4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Synonymous for America. Go ahead. Again, the Bible is codified. Because if God would have put America, he would have burnt all the goddamn books. He already trying to get rid of Bibles. He said it's a hate book.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It reads, the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
What cup? These curses. The same cup we had to drink. But guess what? You're going to drink double of it. You know?
Con.
You're going to drink the dregs of it. And the chief curse is slavery. Go ahead, read that again.
It reads, Rejoice and be glad,
That's what it means to be blessed. Like Jake like to say, oh, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. How you blessed when you ain't got slaves? Part of being blessed is having slaves. You got a low way of thinking. You don't have a kingly mentality. Isn't Yahweh Shai known as the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords? How can you have a kingdom without subjects? Isn't that what make a goddamn kingdom?
That's facts. That's facts. You gotta have them
Read that
people
again.
under servitude. Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
That's what time it is right now. He been drinking that cup. He been drinking it so much he's staggering as a drunken man in his vomit. He's exposed. He don't know what to do. His lies done caught up to him. He don't know which way to turn. You know. The one thing you can't do is go back in time. You can't rewrite history. History is etched in stone, and it's a black eye unto you. You know, it's a spot on your record.
Facts.
Go ahead.
It reads, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
That's the good news. Read that again nice and slow.
The punishment.
This was a punishment. That's why we came to the Americas, as a punishment. You didn't come over here to thrive, to become billionaires and trillionaires, you know?
Yep.
Become the next Steve Jobs, to become a bunch of LeBron Jameses, you know? Oh, you want to be a Mark Zuckerberg, huh? You know? You want to be an Elon Musty, huh?
Yeah, Jake want to make it here.
That's not why you were brought here. You were brought here to consider your ways. Why we in the bottom? Why we can't never catch a break? Why everybody got a problem with us? We ain't doing nothing.
Ain't heard.
We don't make the laws. We don't, you know?
Yeah.
We just want a little slice of the pie. A little deluxe apartment in the sky. We just want a break, a little ease. A little foot off our neck every once in a while. Why you got a problem with us? Why we the worst? Why you got a derogatory term for all of us?
Yep.
Why I'm the last hired, the first fired? Why when I move in, you move out? Why your kids can't play with our kids? What's the problem? Go ahead, read that again.
It reads, Lamentations 4 and verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
What's the punishment? Us going into the most heinous captivity ever. They like to talk about, remember the Holocaust. Don't you know what happened to the Israelites was the most heinous thing that happened on the face of the earth? To this day, everything else pales in comparison, and nobody cares. They say, get over it, nigger. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yep.
Why don't you do that now, Esau? Now you starting to drink the cup we had to drink. Now you being laid off, you know? Now you losing your homes, losing your jobs, losing your cars, your women leaving you. Because you know your women are like the Snicker bars. The Edomite woman loved that dark chocolate. She can't get enough. She want the BBC, you know?
God.
You know? Now Esau mad. He all over the comment board. He all over social media talking shit. Crying foul, foul, foul.
Yeah, for real.
Now everybody looking at you sideways. Now you want to, you know?
For real.
Get over it.
Pull yourself up.
Now you want to have a kumbaya moment. You want to come together. You know? You didn't want to come together when you was all over us, being supervisors and shit, you know?
Con.
Just stepping all over Jake.
Excuse me, Jake.
Getting all the good jobs, you know what I'm saying? You know? Getting all the benefits, the tax exemptions, all the breaks. Because this whole system was designed for the Edomite man. Everything he got was a handout. Going back to his forefathers. The Homestead Act. Yeah, we know about the Homestead Act. When you goddamn Germans, you Polacks, you know? They paid you to come over here and stole the land from North American Indians. We seen Killers of the Flower Moon. You give the North American Indians, the Seminole Indians, the shittiest part of the land. Then all of a sudden you find out oil was there. And what you did, you kicked their asses out and stole the land.
Got rid of them.
And became oil tycoons. We got the receipts.
Documented history.
And you told on yourself. Dummy. Go ahead, read that again. It was getting too hot. You had to get up out of here.
Snitched on himself.
21 again.
It says, Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Live it up. This your last hurrah. The empire is dying. The empire is collapsing. Babylon is circling the drain. You limping into 2026. Just wait till January. The government gonna shut down all over again. Because they ain't came to no solution. More layoffs. Oh, y'all heard about Lakeland? That Kroger's in Lakeland just shut down?
Yep.
1,000 people laid off? You heard about Verizon? 15,000 people laid off? But the economy's great, right? Nothing to see here.
Yep.
The economy's strong. The economy's in shambles. That's why they talking about giving you a little $2,000 check. 2G, a little stimmy.
Yeah.
A little adrenaline shot, if you even get it. Hey, America's so through, they just giving away money. Giving it to Argentina, like who cares? This bitch about to go belly up anyway. Just run the shot clock out.
Giving it to everybody but the American citizens. Oh, man.
You acquiring $1 trillion of debt every 100 years. Who cares? Just give more money out.
100 days. Yep, every 100 days.
No, actually, it's not every 90 days.
Every 90 days.
Every
now?
90 days, they're acquiring more debt. You know why? Because of the interest. The interest on the debt. The debt is so astronomical, you at 38 trillion. How you gonna get out of that, man? With the interest rates, man. That's why all these nations turning in them goddamn U.S. Treasury bonds. Because your money ain't good no more. You ain't good for it. America ain't looking like a safe haven to put your money in. It ain't looking like a good investment. Why the hell am I buy some U.S. Treasury bonds for 10 years when America ain't got 10 years? Why am I get 5? They ain't got 5 years. This bitch going belly up.
It's circling.
Might as well invest in some cryptos or get some gold and silver, some tangible, because the dollar about to be paperweight. You about to go through hyperinflation. You're already going through inflation. Wait till you hit hyperinflation. You better Google the Weimar Republic. You better see what happened to Germany before it collapsed, before Hitler took over.
Yeah.
You better go do some research on Venezuela. It's going to be so bad. As soon as you get paid, you're going to run to the grocery store for a loaf of bread. Hold me that, Baba Kasha. Hold that, but get that. You know what I want.
Yeah.
That's hyperinflation. Your wife gonna come at lunch. You're gonna get paid at lunch twice a day. You're gonna get paid during lunchtime and at the end of the day. And what your wife gonna be waiting for you to go run to the grocery store because you don't know by the end of the day the prices might double, triple, quadruple. That's called hyperinflation.
This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 6. I'll read it in the KJV, then the NLT. It reads, "And I heard a voice in the midst of 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny." And
when you look that word up in the Greek, for penny, it should be what? Denarius?
Yep.
Which is a denarius was a day's wage in the Roman Empire. So a measure of barley for a day's wage. A loaf of bread for a whole paycheck. That ain't far-fetched. You can see it happening.
Yeah.
You go to these fast food restaurants, you're gonna spend at least $15 for a goddamn value meal. That ain't no value. Where's the value in that meal?
It's the opposite kind.
Hence why you seeing Wendy's closing down, Burger King's disappearing, 7-Eleven's vanishing, dollar stores vanishing. You in the midst of a depression, but you too blind to see it. You dummies still waiting for a recession. You got dummies still waiting for a recession. You've been in a recession since 2008. What did they do to fix what happened in 2008? Bailouts, quantitative easing, reverse repos. They didn't fix the problem. The problem's still there. They kicked the can down the road. But guess what? You're running out of road. So now you in 2008 times all over again.
Yeah. Yep.
The real estate market is in shambles. The car market is in shambles. You in a dire strait. But it's even worse this time. It's even worse this time. Because that's what happens when you kick the can down the road.
Yep. It says
What the hell is $2,000 gonna do?
absolutely nothing.
You said the brothers in Dallas brought a good point out. Most people rent is over $2,000.
Yeah.
What the hell are you gonna do with $2,000? And on top of that, this devil cutting all the goddamn benefits. He lowering your SNAP benefits. He kicking you off of Section 8, making you re-sign up for food stamps. You know why? Because he gonna deny your ass.
Denied.
He cutting all your benefits.
Yeah.
Drowning in debt.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Klarna.
It's all.
You gotta get you a side hustle. But guess what? Everybody else got side hustles. You thinking, I'm gonna work a full-time job and do some Uber Eats,
DoorDash,
and Uber Eats, deliver some groceries, Wrong. Everybody else doing that.
Market saturated.
Oversaturated. Why? Because we in a goddamn depression, man. Fuck a recession.
Yep. It
Read
reads,
that again. And it's gonna get much worse.
this is Revelation 6:6 in the NLT.
Like he's driving that Ford Lightning. That shit's a shitty ass car, man. You're a big dummy. Big dummy. All them new cars are crap, man. I
And-
bet you don't go over 100,000 miles on that car, man. You lucky if you're gonna make 50,000. And then you're gonna be what? Rolling in negative equity, dummy. all them dummies were scrambling to get cyber trucks. How's that working out for you now?
Stuck with a massive payment. It says,
We went over a couple weeks ago planned opulence. They designed these new cars to break down.
yep.
They're called throwaway cars. They don't want you to service them. They want you to go 30, 40, 50,000 miles and just get a new car.
Yep. You can't service them.
Nope.
You
A lot
can't
of times
take
it
them to-
voids the warranty. You do certain things to the car.
Exactly. And these shade tree mechanics don't even have the tools to be able to service the car.
Yeah, you gotta go to the manufacturer.
Yep. It says,
And then on top of that, they engineer stuff so you can't even get to certain parts.
yep, exactly.
It's all a scam. It's all a Ponzi scheme. But that's what America was from the inception. It was a giant Ponzi scheme, a house of cards, and it's collapsing.
Yeah.
Now it's a house of toothpicks.
A way of destroying small business, man, cutting everybody out.
Oh, the middle class is done.
Through.
COVID really kicked them in the nuts. Excuse
Yeah.
my French. But
Yeah.
now they don't know what to do.
They thought they were gonna bounce back, bounce back. It says,
There's no balm for Babylon.
yeah, it can't be healed.
Nope.
It says, and I heard a voice from among the four living beings say, a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay.
Woo, 3 loaves of barley. God damn.
3 loaves.
Woo.
And wheat and barley are essential foods, man.
Commodities.
Commodities.
Precious commodities. That's what happened when I was looking at World War I and World War II. The farmers were like, like in Weimar Republic in Germany, the money was so worthless, the farmers stopped selling to the people, man. Because what you gonna pay me with some worthless paper?
Yeah.
It's not a fair exchange.
Yeah.
Because that's how fiat currencies operate, through confidence. But once the confidence of the money fails, that's it.
Yeah.
That's why you go back to the barter system, gold and silver.
Exactly. Because your money is only worth what people believe the value of it is.
They said the Weimar, the note was, the paper that was written on was worth more than the goddamn money. That's where the term comes. It's not worth the paper it's written on.
Yeah.
Because they were printing money so fast, they were just stamping them on one side and just sending them out wet.
Damn.
It was so much because the cost of things were going up so much. It wasn't enough money to go around in circulation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they had. That's why everything skyrocketed. They were coming up with new notes, the $1,000 note,
$5,000 bill.
Exactly.
Con.
Like
Yep.
in Jamaica, a good example is Jamaica.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
A plate of food is like 300 Jamaican dollars, right?
Yeah.
But it's $2 US. You know what I'm saying? Because their money's worthless, man. That's what's about to happen to the US dollar.
Hey, well, that's what's happening now around the world, man.
Yeah, it's not that goods are going up, the dollar's being devalued.
Exactly.
But you know what's saving them? Because everything's digital. Most people use credits. They paying cashless. If everybody had to pay with the actual dollars, this place would have already been cooked.
It's a liquidity issue.
Hence why they doing away with the pennies.
Exactly. It's a liquidity issue, man.
That lets you know right there we in a time of inflation, hyperinflation, because now you rounding everything up or down.
Yep.
That's unheard of in America's existence.
Unheard of. So it
Yeah,
reads.
beautiful times, brothers and sisters. All we got to do is hold on.
It says.
Because they don't have no solution.
Well, there is no solution.
As Gerald Celente says, when everything else fails, they just take you to war. That'll occupy them.
Exactly.
Hence why he getting ready to go into Venezuela.
They're definitely going to war.
Tienes papeles?
And don't think they're gonna stop at Venezuela.
Two Latin sodomites.
It says
You know that, you could tell.
by their continents. Come on, man. The scriptures don't lie.
Two Northern Kingdom sodomites.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you expect in the land of Sodom?
Babylon. It says, Revelation 6:6, and I heard a voice from among the four living beings saying, a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay, and don't waste the olive oil and wine.
Yeah, the time is coming where we're going to enter into a famine. You know, like these Americans, they just throw away food. You know, like when you're growing up, people starving in Africa, don't waste that.
Yeah,
It's going to be like that, bro. You ain't
Yeah.
going to be throwing away shit soon.
Yeah,
You know?
you're
You're going to be
right.
licking the plate clean, you know? Eating every drop of rice, you know?
Yeah. I was thinking about with everything that's going on over there and over there where them small hats are, at war. When you see them send aid over there, most of those people have big bags of flour. Okay? They're fighting over big giant bags of flour, man. To feed their families. So far from being far-fetched. So I'm gonna go back to
Make my damn stomach turn.
I'm gonna go back to
But like I was still straight, like I had my phone.
You read it in the NLT?
yeah, I read it in the NLT.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Con.
I thought you just read it in the KJV. I didn't think you, but my bad.
Nah, I started in the KJV
Okay,
and then I switched to the NLT.
You got it.
I'm trying to think what the hell I was just Salakia. Hold on.
It's about to get real ugly out here, man.
We finished Lamentations, right?
It's already ugly.
Okay.
About to get even. We can go wherever we want to go, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Isaiah 14. You said start at the top, right?
Con.
I was gonna start at 3.
Con.
This is his brother was going into the good news and
Yeah, you got it. You want me to read?
This is,
I'll read. Let me get it. You take over. If you don't mind, Baba Kashal.
Con.
You conduct now. I'll read. This is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, Yaqub, and will yet choose Israel, Yasharallah.
Right. Hey, because at the end of the day, we are his chosen people, his holy people that are separate from all the other nations, all right? The apple of his eye, okay? And there's a plethora of scriptures, okay, that's backing the words up that I'm saying. So he's going to yet choose Israel no matter what. You got it?
This is Psalms 135:4 and 2.
Peace. Shalom.
For the Lord Yahweh have chosen Jacob, Yaqub, unto himself, and Israel, Yasharallah, for his peculiar treasure.
Yeah, a peculiar treasure, man. A peculiar treasure. So at the end of the day, the scriptures ultimately say that all of Israel shall be saved. Okay? Even though 2/3 are going to be destroyed on this end, eventually all Israel are going to end up in the kingdom. Okay? You got it all.
This is Exodus 19:4. Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself.
That's what he does, man. He brought us unto himself. Okay? A people that he has given laws, statutes, and commandments to. All right? A people that he promised to set on high above all nations on the face of the earth. And this is what we're reading. We're reading the effects of Yahweh Shai's promise to his chosen nation.
And I mentioned before, we read it earlier, it's no more going to be said, the Lord liveth, that brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought the children out of the land of the north.
Yep, fine. Where is it? Psalms 1.
You want me to keep reading? Are you looking for something? Or
Yeah, you can keep reading. I'm looking for something. I think it's 114.
Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
Khan. All right. What was the stipulations, man? Being obedient. All right? Being obedient to the best of your ability. It's simple as that. But 2/3 of the nation of Israel are gonna get destroyed here. You got it.
And I harped on the point, above all people. Not special. Like the brother said, we are the apple of the Lord's eye. It's written in the Old Testament like once or twice or thrice, all throughout Psalms, and it's reiterated in the New Testament.
Fine.
He that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. So I'm going to go back to Isaiah?
Yeah, you got it.
Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Khan, the Israelite foreigners, man. All right, they're gonna cleave to the house of Jacob in the day of power. All right,
The Israelites that are scattered abroad, that may look like some of the heathen nations, but their seed, their lineage, according to their father, goes back to one of the 12 patriarchs. You are who your father is. And Israel has been scattered amongst all nations.
Yep.
That's the mystery of the Gentiles.
Real quick, this is
Give it to
Psalms.
me. What do you want?
It's quick. This
Give-
is
give-
Psalms 115. It's like your 116 and 15. It reads, "Precious in the sight of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is the death of his saints." All right, and this is why Sleazy E is ultimately going to come in like a flood, but he's delaying the process as long as possible. All right, he's in a quagmire. He can't go backwards, and he doesn't want to go forward, because he knows as soon as he touches the apple of the Lord's eye, his elect, all right, Isaiah 14, okay, is going to be sped up. The salvation of the nation of Israel is going to be sped up.
This is Job 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Right, in the
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
right, in the fullness of his sufficiency. Okay, when he has this central bank digital currency in place, when he has this surveillance state in place, when he has all the people implanted with the charagma, the MOTB, all right, just when he thinks he's on easy street and his enterprise is fulfilled, all right, the Heavenly Father is going to make him vomit it all up, spew it all out. Okay, so beautiful times, man. You got it out. You can go back to Isaiah.
And let me get a little bit more then.
Khan.
Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?
Right. Hey, 200 and what? 50 years?
Next year. They
Next
about to
year?
celebrate it.
Con.
Didn't you do a lesson on that, Al?
You're damn right. He's about to commemorate. He's about to commemorate, okay, the start of this empire. All right? And 250 years is not a long period of time when compared to eternity.
And as you brought out, the average lifespan of an empire is 250 years.
Con. 250.
What a coinkydink.
There are no coincidences, man. No coinkydinks.
That's uncanny, brother.
Yep. Hey,
That's ironic. The average lifespan of an empire is 250 years, and look at the state of this place.
yep.
Look at the state of this place.
Yep.
Look at the mottos.
Mm-hmm.
Build back better.
Build back better. Make America great again.
Implying that it ain't in good shape.
Hey, and who's sitting at the head? Nero. Okay? You can't make this stuff up. But these are spiritual gems and signs for what? The hopeful elect, man. All right? To keep pushing, keep fighting the good fight of faith. Because this place is through. You got it, Doc. Through.
I was trying to think. I can see it, but I can't. I'm botching it, but the scripture go. Hopefully, you can help me out. They saw us going to captivity, but shortly you shall see his demise.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm botching it. Damn.
I think that's Baruch, ain't it?
I can't. I don't know. Help me.
Con.
Help me, please. Jesus, baby.
Please, sweet baby Jesus.
Help me.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
Salakia.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey.
Soon.
Tom Cruise, work your Scientology. I know shortly captivity is in there.
I think demise is in there too.
Yeah.
It says,
I know it's in the Apocrypha. Yep, you was like Baruch.
I think it's in Baruch,
Yep,
right?
yep. Baruch, chapter 4, verse 21. Be of good cheer, O my children. The main point is in 24. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord out of one, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. And I gotta, Slakia, going back to what we were saying in the beginning about, we never even finished it, about the bioengineered foods, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna get Ezekiel about we gonna eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles, man.
Yeah.
That's part of the curses. We gotta go to the enemy and want of all things. You know?
Yeah.
Because Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Daniel, what's that? I forget. Was that 4 or was that 7? The basis of men. This decree is by the watchers.
By the watchers, con.
To the intent that the living may know that Yahweh ruleth in the kingdom of men and set it up over it the basis of men. Roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah.
That show you he's a base man. To feed the people poison, man. That's a base man.
And that also goes into destroying them who destroys the earth. All right?
Earth is defiled under the inhabitants.
Earth is defiled under the inhabitants
the earth
thereof.
is languishing.
Yeah.
Because the base man is ruling.
Yep.
That's why Job said he wouldn't have his dog sit next to him, you know?
Because they're going to try some funny
business. Viler
business.
than the earth.
Yep. Yep. He said the fir trees are gonna rejoice when this devil is put down, man.
And did you see them two young Jakes that walked by? They walked by earlier. It doesn't matter. They walked by earlier and then they walked by again just now. But when I said the base man is ruling, the Jake, you know, they both could be Jake.
Yeah.
But on face value, one looked like a Jake, one looked like an Edomite, young GMO babies, bioengineered babies.
YNs.
YNs, yeah. But anyway, you know they know about us, man. The Drewski, you know, the cat's out the bag. This gospel has gone through the four corners of the earth. That's how we know the end is coming. We see it clearly. But when I said the basis of men, he laughed like the Jake was smiling, and his friend just had his head down. You know, that's how you know friends gonna betray one another in that day.
Yeah. Hey,
See, it's all fun and games now because nothing's really popping off yet. But just wait. The love of many gonna wax cold overnight.
yeah. And the funny thing is we say there's nothing popping off right now, but around
As
the
a
world,
whole, as a whole.
yeah, as a whole, but around the world, you know, these people are on demon time. You know, stuff is popping off every day, every night, man.
They on demon time in Babylon.
Yeah, wars, rumors of wars, you name it. Things are taking place around the world.
That's speaking of the YNs. That's what they say when they go smoke they ops. You know,
Yeah,
well, we on demon time. We gonna slide on them.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
But y'all, hey, the brother always say, y'all ain't seen nothing yet, man. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning.
Y'all, we, because we in it.
Yeah, we're
That's why
definitely
we-
in the paint.
That's all we can do is hope to be saved. Hope
Yeah.
for that hedge of protection around us. Because you ain't just gonna get raptured up. You're gonna need protection in that time. It's gonna take big faith. So again, Baruch 4:21. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord out of one, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies.
Right, and that's what we're crying. We're crying, man.
Sighing and crying for all the abominations done in the midst thereof.
Yep, you got it.
Asking, as Ezra did, how long?
Israelites.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you too, brother.
Are you Muslim?
As long as you don't spread hate, that's cool. I don't care what you guys do. Because God made all of us the same. And we all have the same issues. White, black, Asian, whatever you are. Mexican, Chinese, we all have the same issues. But God made us all to be together as one. Kind of like the rainbow. I like to say the rainbow is different colors, but it's still one rainbow. All right, God bless you guys.
I've got one quick question. Are you familiar with the transatlantic slave trade?
Of course.
What other nation has gone through such a
Oh.
heinous captivity or account?
Do you know what the word Slav means? Slav. It means
Of course,
slave.
slave.
They're white people.
Okay,
They,
so I'm
they brought
asking,
them, they took them to Rome. They
I'm
took
asking
them
you
to,
again. Do you agree that what
Naples.
happened was the
the reason why
transatlantic?
Spanish people are darker than regular Spain, they're darker than because they have
The
black
Moors, we
blood
know
in
about
them.
the Granada, we know about
Yeah.
the Moors, we know history. bro.
Slaves have been all in.
Slavery is biblical.
went to China.
Slavery is biblical. God, there's a way to
And
there's a
enslaved
way to
Chinese.
have slaves. The scriptures
It's
talk
not
about
just black
slavery.
people,
After
yes.
7 years, you're supposed to that slave is supposed to have enough substance that he can go and start his own business.
Gotcha.
An employee is a slave. There's nothing wrong with slavery. Now I ask you a specific question.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree that what happened in the transatlantic slave trade was transatlantic slave
It's
trade
the
was
biggest-
heinous?
It's the biggest
Heinous.
human crime ever, but still.
So what other nation even comes close to that?
I mean, you got Israel.
What nation on
Israel.
earth can even
We got
come
the Holocaust.
hold
They lost 7 million people.
who and what?
The Jews.
The Holocaust?
Yeah. And then you got the Greeks. They had
playing
slaves.
games.
You playing?
You see the movie 300?
You playing games with
Leonidas?
Yeah, of
They were
course.
free.
The
But
Persians.
they had,
The modern day Iranians.
the Greeks, and they had slaves.
Darius,
For
Xerxes.
everyone,
Yeah,
you see that guy?
the Immortals. I know about
300
the-
for every one of them, they had 3 slaves in their house.
You're
Everyone had
educated too.
Their slavery's going on right now. There's slavery still going on around the world. We
Of
just don't
course,
know.
we in slavery. Everybody, the whole world is in
The
slavery.
point is
The whole
everybody's
world
going
are debt
through it.
slaves.
White folks are going through it. Spanish people are going through it.
So
That's
if
why
if
segregating
everybody if
ourselves is
everybody's
not
in
work.
slavery, who's the slave owner? If the whole world is
know.
in slavery, who's the slave owner?
I don't
If
know.
everybody's a slave, somebody got to be an owner. Who's the owner?
Honestly, I can't answer that question, sir. You stumped
Who
me
controls the money?
Right there. You stumped me right there. No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there with you.
Isn't that why we're all debt slaves? We're slaves to money. Ain't that why we got to work to pay bills?
The family that owns Walmart is worth like $40 billion.
That's nothing to the Rothschild, to the banking families. Who's behind the central banking system? The IMF, the International Monetary Fund,
Yeah, a lot of
the
politics.
Federal Reserve.
That's why they killed that guy. The guy that released his files. They got the guy at the island. What's his name? The guy-
Epstein?
yeah. That's why they killed him because he knew too many.
You trying to
he knew
distract.
too much.
Anyway, Shalom, you're an Israelite, brother.
I know.
Okay, good.
I have a good one.
Allah means power, but his actual name is Yahweh.
Sure.
He's not a rock, and
But all my message is
he's not a
don't
rock that
segregate-
you. He's not a
don't
rock that you.
segregate the races. We'll be fine.
God
feel
is a racist. God
I
is
feel
a
like
nationalist.
segregation and racism just makes more racism.
God is a nationalist. Hold me, Amos. God is a racist.
No, it's not.
Really?
How can God be a racist? I mean, I got to go to the library soon.
Okay,
but
okay, good. All right, never mind.
God
You have a
is
blessed day, brother. I'll see you in the kingdom. We're gonna chop it up over some wine. You come back through the lounge with your head down. You're good.
Allah Akbar. Alhamdulillah.
Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Shalak Rayam.
So what is this, guys?
We're the Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites. I know you know about us. Stop playing
So
games.
I'm considered the so-called. I don't even really
Issachar?
have. No, this
Mexicano?
one. I'm this one. What is this so-called? So what is that?
Mexican, Issachar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexicano.
Sí, yo soy mexicano.
See,
So
you're an Israelite, brother.
hell yeah, I am. I mean, I got whatever this is. I guess I have faith. So I guess like
Through the spirit, man.
That's the spirit.
Correct,
That's the
yeah.
spirit Israelite. So basically,
I've never heard this though. I like this because I saw Mexicans. I was like, they call me a Mexican. My wife's a Dominican, so she's a side.
yeah. Well,
Simon.
the Israelites were broken up. We were going into that in the beginning.
Can I take a photo of this?
Yeah. Whole Amos, brother.
No, not you guys. Not
No. But hey, whole Amos. But we were actually started going into that. The Israelites were broken up into two kingdoms, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. So what you see at the top, this is the southern kingdom: Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. These are our biblical nationalities. These are the modern terms that are put upon us. When you read the Bible, you're not going to see black man, Mexican man, Venezuelan man. We have a biblical nationality. So this is what the Judah are the so-called blacks and Americans, the Negroes. Benjamin are the West Indians. The Levites are the Haitians. They comprise the southern kingdom. And then you have the northern kingdom. The northern kingdom, the head of the northern kingdom would be Ephraim, which are the Puerto Ricans, which means fruitful. You're Issachar.
Yeah. So I'm part of the Northern Kingdom.
You know what Issachar means?
No.
He is hired. And what is the
Hired?
hired, like
Or
a
hired
job?
like a job.
What's
Yeah.
the stereotype
Oh, yeah.
of what's the it's funny, but it's not funny.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
But God did that for a reason, so we can identify
he knew what he was
ourselves.
doing, of course.
The
We
burro,
worked
the burro,
best,
the donkey.
Of course.
The donkey.
That's without a
Fastest,
bar,
the cheapest,
without a
the
doubt.
quickest, or
Yeah.
something. I don't
But and hard working.
know. Correct.
Everybody looks down on the Mexicans, but I work with Mexicans because I do construction. Hard, they drink a lot. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie,
that's the thing
but
wrong
they
with
gonna
that.
be up. They gonna be up before
They
the
just
sun.
drinking the wrong stuff.
They go.
It's coffee.
But
They should
they
drink
gonna
coffee,
they
not
gonna work
Coronas.
hard. They gonna work
Moderation.
hard.
Correct.
Moderation.
A six-pack, they work all day.
But that's the spirit
For
that
$20.
that's the spirit that God put on that nation.
Exactly.
So that's why he's hired Issachar.
Well, it goes back to the mother. I'm not gonna go into the account, but in Genesis,
He gets
his mother prayed to the Lord, the mandrakes. You want to get the account?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but
No, yeah.
it's deep. But
It is,
But
it does.
on a face value, it's spiritual too. You know.
Hell yeah.
But we're out here just to tell you we're the Israelites. We're not. You know, like
But
there's
they-
like
the
there's a
so-called-
you
I
know
like that.
like you know how there's like a enmity. There's like a beef between. No,
Like
no,
these two,
no,
for
no
example.
Puerto Rican, soy Mexicano,
See,
soy Cubano.
exactly.
You know, there should be no beef. We're all brothers.
Correct.
We have different mothers, but we all have the same father.
And you know, these two are from the same land, the same
That's
body
it.
of land.
Get
And
Genesis.
there's
Genesis.
water. There's a
Of
little
course.
water.
It's biblical. Get
Yeah.
Genesis 49.
My wife's like, she's like, oh, I'm Dominican, but I'm like, but you're also Haitian. She's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Quick, Genesis 49. Get
it's
get
crazy
get
'cause,
Levi and Simeon.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
what it is. You see how crazy that is?
It's
And
biblical.
it even gets deeper because
You believe in God,
Yeah,
a higher power.
correct. Yeah, correct.
So God is the power, right?
Is this the church, by the way? Sorry. not
Yeah,
the-
that's the Roman Catholic Church.
that's what. Yeah,
got
just
it?
came from
Yeah.
Rome.
This is Genesis chapter 49 and verse 5.
Listen to this.
It reads-
when you read Genesis 49, go to the top real quick. This is Jacob, which is our forefather. We are the sons of his sons, right? Israel is actually a man. His name was Jacob, but his name was changed from Jacob to Israel after he wrestled the angel. We are the descendants of his sons. Now, the man carries the seed. You are who your father is, but we have different mothers. But we're all family. Same daddy. Go to Jacob. I mean, from the top.
This is Genesis chapter 49 from the top. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
So that's Genesis, the first book of the Bible. Genesis
Yeah.
actually means beginning, but the Bible is prophetic. It's filled with prophecies, things that have happened in the past, things that are happening now, and things that are about to happen, right? So way in Genesis, the first book of the Bible, there's a prophecy. He told his sons what would happen to his descendants in the last days. Do you believe we're in the last days? If you're familiar with the Bible, the average person will say, yeah, they don't know why, but they can tell that something's not right
Yeah, I feel that a little bit.
because we at the end.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai, whose name is Jesus Christ, not that guy. That's blasphemy. He's a dark-skinned man, but Christ is about to return.
So
But
what's gonna happen?
But unlike what modern day Christianity tells you that he's going to come back and
Yeah.
rapture everybody, right? That's not in the Bible. He's coming back to wage war against the wicked. He's coming to gather
Oh,
the
so we
righteous.
good.
I hope we are. We don't know yet. He's coming to gather the righteous and destroy the wicked. He's going to melt Babylon. He's going to melt. He's going
So what do I gotta
Burn.
do to be good? So you
to
don't
faith
melt
plus
me?
works.
Yeah, right?
Repent. You got to repent. You got to accept the Lord, His Son, and try to keep the laws to the best of your ability. But hold on. Let's. I want
It
to.
says Genesis 49 and verse 5. Simeon and Levi.
Yes.
So the two brothers, we're all brothers, but we're focusing on the Haitians and the Dominicans, right? And we read the first verse. It said, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you in the last times. Go ahead.
Simeon and Levi are brethren.
Brothers.
Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
Where they reside at, what are the Haitians known for? Voodoo.
Yeah.
What are the Dominicans known for? Santa Maria.
Yes.
Witchcraft. We all know that's
Yeah.
bad. So read that again.
That's real stuff.
Simeon
I
and
know
Levi
this.
are
Of course.
brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
Go ahead.
O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly, mine
No,
honor.
That was the point. Instruments of cruelty are,
Yeah.
are on, but they're
That's
brothers.
deep.
They're
That's
on
deep.
they're on the same island, the same
Yes.
land.
Yes.
You know, so so
Wow.
basically he gave us clues to figure out who we are in
And that goes back to the Mexican being hardworking and hired.
exactly. Go
That's
to
crazy
Issachar.
because my wife is a little crazy. She's got that Santa Maria in it.
It reads, Issachar,
Listen,
Issachar
It's no
is
joke.
a
It's no joke.
strong,
It's not funny.
listen.
it says Issachar is a strong ass.
Again,
Crouching down.
Hold on. The symbol of Mexico is burro, the donkey.
Yes,
Right?
correct.
Read that
The
again.
ass. Wow.
Issachar is a strong ass, crouching down between two burdens.
Because where you reside at, you're between a rock and a hard place. The United States and then the other Latin tribes. You're between
Yeah.
a rock and a, that was the point.
Beautiful.
It's tough. It's a
very-
hard life.
Of
Mexicans
course.
got a hard life.
No, but
I'm
not,
a different type of Mexican,
we,
but yeah,
we
it's,
all have that in common. When you think about it, all
yeah,
of us,
That's true. That is true.
they have
This is like the
derogatory terms.
minorities.
They have bad words
I
for
look
all
like
of us.
white, but my mom
It's
and
not
my
a
dad
co- it's
are
not a
both
color.
Yeah, that ain't about color.
They're Mexican. Both of them. They're like, you're not Mexican. I was like,
Well, you know,
okay, I'm not Mexican. I
There's
don't know
two
what to
types
say.
of Mexicans. Well, three. You got the indigenous Mexicans, the
Which is
Incas, the Mayans,
Oh, yeah.
Aztecs. But then you also got the dark ones that came over during slavery.
from like Spain and stuff. No.
Well,
Africa, I think.
Yeah,
Africa,
they call them Afro
Yes,
Mexicanos.
Yes.
So they could be Judah, Benjamin, or Levi. What
Correct.
kind of like in Panama? You familiar with Panama?
Correct,
You know
yes.
they came to work on the Panama.
You're-
Some of them. And then you also have the Spaniards that descend from the actual conquistadors.
correct. Those are more the white
But
people.
but it's really the spirit.
Light skin,
So we're
yeah.
all mixed up. So it's kind
What
of.
are you?
I'm Benjamin. I'm a West Indian.
And you?
Judah.
He's an American, a Negro.
Ah, yeah. You know it's kind of funny, but not funny. I went to Bravo. You ever been to Bravo?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You want some good food?
You ever see this in Bravo? I didn't put it there. I just sent it to my friend because he's half black, half Mexican, like my little brother. But bro, you can't tell me this was pretty funny, right? Look at this. Could this be a meme?
Come on, man.
You can't make this
That's
stuff
in
up.
the-
You
that's in
can't
the
make it up,
store.
bro.
Isn't that crazy?
You can't make it up.
That's in the store from what's that flag? Look,
That's
the DR.
yeah, Dominican Republic. Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't make
You
it
can-
up. You can't
I was
make
like,
it
bro,
up.
am I seeing this right now?
Oh, Amos.
But no, it's crazy because a lot of this meaning has a lot of stuff behind it. That's pretty. I just came from Rome last year. I got married in Rome.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, bro.
You got some bread then, bro.
Well, I'm a different type of Mexican, like I said. But
Let me hold something.
I was
bro.
the first to finish high school in my family. I had nothing
That's
growing,
good.
but I still don't got like really what you know. I
Well,
guess.
I hate
daily
to burst
bread.
your bubble, but the economy not looking too good, is
It's
it?
fucked up. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Like, I'm
all
just trying to
prophetic.
walk on a nice Sunday day, take a picture to get my mind right, and I'm like, bro, the whole world is at like chaos right now.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
whole
chaos.
world.
Like,
Can't
it's
make it up,
crazy.
yeah.
You can't make it up. Even people like me that do well, that are like,
But
you know,
it's gonna get much worse.
it's gonna get much worse. It is.
You see these layoffs?
Look at this shit right here. Look at this
Exactly.
shit right- what
You
is-
from
I'm
Florida?
about to go over there and get me a plate. By
You
the
from
way.
Florida or no?
How do you get it? You just stay online,
I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't
or
know.
you gotta sign up for some shit?
I don't know. But are you like from Florida? I know you Mexican, but are you from Florida? Where you from?
What do you mean?
Originated,
Like, where
born
you-
and
where
raised
you
in
reside
Florida,
at?
or
You from Vidian,
Where
New
I
York?
reside at and where I'm from is two different places,
Yeah.
two different things. I live, I guess, here in Florida now. Yeah,
Okay, so
But
how
I'm-
long have you been in Florida? A while.
I'm 32, probably like 20 years.
So long
out
story
of the
short, have
32.
you when you first came to Florida? Do you remember ever seeing anything like this?
Hell no.
It's unheard-
They stopped me,
unheard
and then
of.
I heard you guys yelling at the other guy, or y'all were going back and forth, and I like debates. I love that stuff because I always like, I like when I like that kind of stuff. Wait, hold on. They giving people tickets out here?
Yeah, don't. Well, Sunday, no.
It's free on Sunday, right?
yeah, no, she's not giving her the ticket.
Oh,
I
I
don't
was about
think.
to say.
I
Yeah,
don't.
she is.
Yeah, free on Sunday.
You
Hold on,
can
wait.
park. Yeah. Henny been.
Let me ask her real quick. Hold on.
Thought it, I thought it was free on Sunday. Hey, Yasharala, you can't make it up, man. You can't make it up.
That was the Lord taking him away. He ain't really trying to learn, but he got enough. Anyway,
For edification purposes, Amos chapter 3 and verse 2, it reads, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth."
damn nigga woman too. Got an attitude. He just asked him a question. Can't make it up. So you see, it's not just the Israelite. It's not just Judah, Benjamin, Levi. It's any man. She said, "Yeah, they're giving tickets."
Yeah, she just taken off a donut from somebody, but she got, see, I didn't see the guy said that for I just helped her out. I saw the donut down there, and I just told her, "Mommy, it's down there. It's not right here." See, everything works for a reason. That's kind of crazy, because now she's gonna go find a donut, because she's like, "Where's the donut? It's not on this car." I'm like, "No." When I was walking down here, I saw the little yellow donut, but it's down there.
Oh, she's looking
And
for
she-
it down there.
correct.
Oh, 'cause
To take off. They
it's
probably
free
put it
Sunday.
on-
Correct. So I just went over there. You see, it's just, I don't know. Shit's
Yeah,
weird.
it's free on Sunday.
Yeah, somebody got a donut on their
But
car
she
for no
didn't know
reason.
she was looking for him. I'm like, no, I saw it down there. But I'm just trying to say there's a reason why I went over there to talk to her, I guess. Because she was just like, where's the fucking donut? I'm like, it's down there. What are you doing? Because I was like, you're not going to give everybody a ticket, are you? Because I went to go pay and it says free on Sunday. I was like, oh, God is great.
It's,
you know?
it is free on Sunday.
Everything should be free on Sunday.
Real quick, it says Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. It reads, I'll start at verse 1. "Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying."
So contrary to popular belief, God isn't all good. God isn't all love. That's a misnomer. That's a lie. All the feelings you have, God has them too. That's why He gave them to you.
Absolutely.
He loves. He's merciful. He's long-suffering, but He also has a temper. He gets angry. He's a jealous
Oh, yeah,
power.
I get angry too.
That's why you know about the flood. That's why He brought about the flood.
Correct.
That was the anger of the Lord. It's called indignation, righteous anger. He has a right to be angry. He blessed us, right? But we keep disobeying Him.
Yes,
He
like
said,
these
be
people.
fruitful and multiply, but you got a bunch of sodomites walking around, doing things.
What does that mean, sodomites? I like to know what
Alternative
I'm hearing.
alternative lifestyles. LGBT, XYZ.
Oh, yeah, ABCD.
That's an abomination unto the Lord. You're not supposed
Yeah,
to do
that's
that.
horrible,
He created male and female. That's in the laws. But go ahead.
Good, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, boss?
I just have a scripture. I'm gonna quote this on it. I want to get a meaning out of it. I kind of understand it, but I don't all the way understand.
How much time you got out?
We got about 12 minutes.
Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, if you
No. You have it, brother. You got the
Okay.
floor.
Okay. It's out of Revelations 2:4b, 5a, and it says, "I have this against you, that you have left your first love. Remember therefore, from where you have fallen, repent and do the first works."
That's beautiful because he asked me, how can he be saved? That's a perfect scripture. We have to repent
Yes.
because we all fell away from following God truly.
Yes.
Celebrating pagan holidays, worshiping other gods.
Yeah.
So God is saying, once you remember, you come back to your heritage,
Yeah.
keep His laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability.
Okay.
That's why He said, you want to read it up?
I have repented for all the things.
It's
that
a
I
daily
did.
thing because we're going
It's
to
a
go off.
daily thing, yeah.
You just can't say I'm saved and I'm good. It's a daily fight
Yeah.
because we're not saved yet.
So
To be-
that's-
go ahead.
Mhm,
My
I'm
bad.
sorry. No, you're fine. So what does it mean, real quick, before you explain to me? Okay, falling your first love.
The first love-
that you have left your first
Our
love.
first love is this word,
This word. Okay.
this truth.
Okay.
The Bible calls wisdom Sophia. It's feminine.
Yeah.
So this is we're supposed to be into God.
That's
we're,
right.
we're married unto God.
That's right.
We're his wife. So
Okay.
we left him and went to
Yes.
do all these other things in the world.
Amen.
So we got to
Amen.
come back and be faithful.
Hey,
That's why he
okay.
calls us adulterous, an adulterous
Yes.
nation.
Yes.
So you got to be faithful.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
To the end.
I thought it was talking about maybe ex. I figured it wasn't. I was my mind. The devil's trying to scatter my way of thinking about my ex girl, my first love.
She wasn't
For
your.
her.
She ain't really. I mean,
Not- yeah, but
you look on a
You
carnal.
still think about her?
carnal
a
sense.
little bit.
Yeah. You gotta let that one go.
Because God said forgive. For a while they were saying go back to her and forgive her.
No, he didn't. He said don't go back to it.
Don't go back.
Start something new, something fresh that I give you new. Yeah, I read that too. Okay, so that's in the past. Let it go, right?
I got a scripture for you. This is Amos chapter 7, verse 17.
Mhm.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh. It says, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. Because when you read the Bible, he didn't intend everybody to be sleeping around.
That's right.
When you read the Bible, a wife is a woman. Woman is really wife.
Yes.
The first man that lays with the woman, that's marriage. Sex is marriage.
Yes.
That's what consummates the marriage, not a
Certificate.
certificate.
You're right.
So that's why she has a hymen.
Mhm.
That's a certificate of freshness. Once you pop that seal,
Mhm.
that's yours.
Right.
That's how you know she's not like that's why they wear white, because during the ceremony when they'd have sex, you're supposed to bring back the blood. That's how you know she's good. If not, she's no good. Because remember, you're supposed to pay the dowry.
Yes.
You're supposed to pay the husband.
Yes.
So again, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. That's a curse that came upon us. Our women would leave us. The homes would be divided. The children, it would be out of whack. Right? That's a punishment God put upon us for disobeying Him.
Yes.
Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword. That's why you see all our children get gunned down,
Yeah.
prison. These are punishments.
Right. Right.
It says, and thy land shall be divided in line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. No, that's not the one I wanted. Salakia. That's not it. That's not the one I wanted. You know what I put away his wife? That greatly polluted. My bad. Bear with me.
No, you fine.
It goes exactly to what you said. You know it off the top, Zakaria?
No, I don't know it off the top of my head.
Beautiful. Jeremiah 3:1. Beautiful. The Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? I'll read that slowly. Get it in the NLT. Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man put away his wife, right? You was with that woman, but you put her away. What happens when you put her away? She's gonna go to another man,
Yeah,
right?
if you leave her, yeah.
So she becomes another man's wife, right?
Right.
So it says, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Yeah.
Question, right?
Yeah.
It says, shall not that land be greatly polluted? Because that's that man's now. Why would you want to go lay with a woman that another man's
Right,
getting
exactly.
doing who knows what with?
Right.
She's spoiled, the land that you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Okay.
But and going to the point that you were saying about, we were talking about being married unto God, because it's a parable. So it says, but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, us as a people.
Right.
We've been worshiping idols, worshiping other gods.
Right.
It says, but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord Yahweh. Because he's saying, even though you've been running around, I still love you, baby. Come back. That's why he sent Yahweh Shai, to save us, to
Right.
you know?
Yes.
But to the main point, you're not supposed to go back to it.
Okay.
You know?
Let her go.
We
Let
was
it go.
never married anyway, physically. We was by papers, but
Papers, yeah.
I was with her for like 4 years, but she done a lot of wrong. And-
That's why you
and-
shouldn't even bother with her
and,
anymore.
and people saying, you know, the Lord was telling me forgive, and I forgive.
You forgive her.
Yeah.
But I don't have to go back.
You
to
forget,
it.
but you don't
Yeah.
forget. And then on top of that, when a man lays with a woman, especially for an extended period of time, his spirit, because you know we all got
Right.
spirits.
Yes.
The woman is gonna conform, so his spirit is gonna be on that woman. So now you go back to she got a whole different spirit on her.
Yeah.
You know, she might never did drugs with you. Now she been around some drug dealers smoking weed and stuff.
Yeah.
Now she picked that habit up, and it, you know, why you want to even bother with that?
You're right.
She might have had some kid, you know. Let it go.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate
Yo,
it.
quick question. How do I get into this library, y'all?
You gotta go around.
Go straight
it's
down and to
right,
the right.
All right, y'all
That's
keep
what
doing your
I'm
thing.
saying.
God bless
Shalom,
you
bro.
guys.
We out
Shalom.
here
Be
every other
safe.
Sunday. We rotate.
Oh,
Every
okay.
other Sunday we right here.
All right,
Yeah.
and what's your name again?
Karaya.
Karaya?
Karaya.
Zakaria.
Zakari. All right, Sanchez.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, bro.
I like that Dior hat, brother. I like that Dior hat, brother. Yeah.
Okay, man. That y'all pretty much answered that question, man. And
All right,
I kind of
brother.
knew that because
Through the
God was
spirit.
telling you I'll set you something new.
He gonna bless you.
Just be hold on and hang on.
Yeah,
So-
you might have dodged a bullet, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Her family is very wicked anyway.
That see?
There you go.
Yeah, her
So-
family. Her aunt got killed back in maybe 3-4 years ago. Two guys, because she was uppity up and she hung around dope boys and they murdered her, man. Because she had a pretty face and they just tore her all out the frame, man. They said they just messed her face up. Just I don't know. She probably deserved, which I ain't gonna say she deserved it.
Nah,
but,
she deserved it.
but
she deserved
you
it.
know,
The Lord don't just let judgment like that take place if you don't deserve it.
yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things don't just happen just
Right.
by chance.
Coincidental.
If something happens to a person, the Lord allowed it to happen, and mean that it was earned and it was warranted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's deep. That's deep. Yeah.
People don't expect the Lord to do evil. They only talk about the good that the Heavenly Father does.
Yeah.
But they don't talk about when He flooded the whole earth and
Yes,
left
right.
alive only 8 souls.
Amen.
Yeah.
I'll give you we're about to wrap it up, but I'll give you a
Okay.
quick jewel,
Uh-huh.
especially in regards to women.
Yes.
A lot of times we want a bad chick, you know, we want a beautiful woman,
Right.
right? But you really shouldn't, that's not how you should
Okay.
look at the value of a woman,
Right.
You should
Yes.
look at what the woman can do for you if
Yeah.
she's adding to your program.
Yes.
So I'll get a quick one for you. Ecclesiasticus 25 and 21. Just, it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman
Right.
and desire her not for pleasure. So that's the average man. You see the nice big booty or the
Yeah, yeah.
voluptuous, the
Right.
tatas.
Right.
That's a trap.
Yes.
You know, you don't want a woman like that because she's advertising.
Advertising.
You want a woman that's meek, humble, want to get
Modest.
down with your program. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's all about you. A lot of times, I got that from Elder Apostle Hart. A lot of times, as men, like we don't love every woman. We can lay with different women and we may not have feelings. But once we fall for a woman, we fall hard.
Yeah.
Unlike the woman is fickle.
Yeah.
Her love is fickle, man. She love you today, she hates you in the morning.
That's right.
But it's not so with men. We when we fall for you, we love you.
Hard.
So
Yeah.
before you even put that energy into her, make sure you want to get a woman that's into you more than you into her.
Exactly. That's
You know?
what I've been praying on too.
There you go.
You know?
Exactly right.
You are the prize, not the woman.
That's right.
You know, that's why she takes your name,
That's right.
because you are the king. She, you know.
Yes.
So that's how you pick them.
Okay.
But right now, it's better to not even be with these women, man. They all
know, most
they
of
all
them are.
scallywags.
They is.
There's one or two, but they far and few between.
Yeah.
You know?
They're out there. You just gotta.
But if you can find one that love your dirty draws and
Yeah.
is modest and do you right,
Amen.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
we all like again every other Sunday because we rotate. We right
Okay.
here. You want to chop it up?
Yeah. I've been seeing y'all, you know, in the past out here a little bit, you know, here and there. But I just decided to come over and talk to y'all.
Anytime you want to conversate,
man.
brother.
or have a question.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
keep keeping the word, man.
Oh, I stay in the word. I
That's
read
the
my
comfort.
word.
That's the comfort.
I read my.
And I'm gonna give you the name, like you hear me saying Yahweh. That's the name of God.
God, yeah.
And Yahweh Shai is his son.
Yeah. Okay.
You need them names are important. You know, there's power in them names.
Wow.
And the original, that's the original. You know.
Yeah, that's his
language.
original name before
Yahweh,
they changed it to God.
In the
all
Hebrew.
that.
in the Hebrew.
In the Hebrew.
So when you pray and stuff, you want to use them names.
How you pronounce it? Yahweh.
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 Yahweh. He is, he to be. He's all around us.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yahushai, he saves, he delivers. He's coming back to save us
Yes.
from all this hell, man.
Amen. I know he's
So,
coming.
you know,
He's
this is the
definitely
punishment,
coming.
but our punishment is over, man.
Yeah.
America is on its last leg, man.
You're right. I know that for
Yeah.
sure, man.
It's beautiful to behold, though, for what they did to us.
Yeah.
They deserve it. And the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth.
Okay.
We're going to rule forever. You know, we're going to be on top next. It's going to be our time to rule with
Amen.
Yahweh and Yahushai.
Yep.
We're going to rule in righteousness, and we ain't never going to be in this predicament again.
Ever.
Man, that's a good thing, brother.
That's the good news. That's the
That's
gospel.
good news right there.
It was
Okay.
a hard punishment, but it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Like a father,
Yeah.
you punish your child, but you punish him because you love him. You know?
Right.
It was tough love.
Yeah.
Real tough love.
Man, man. Okay.
yeah.
Y'all been
All right,
great,
brother.
man. I appreciate it. I love
Yeah.
both of y'all, man. God
Yeah.
bless
Shalom.
y'all.
Shalom
That
to you.
means go in peace. Peace be unto you, brother. Yeah. Yeah, you too, brother. Shalom. So we're going to wrap it up. Adawan Ratazadis was edifying, exhorting, and comforting to the elect. Salakia, you know, a couple people came up. We had to conversate with them, you know, but again, Adawan Ratazadis was edifying, exhorting, and comforting to the hopeful elect. You know, until next time, right? Again, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
To our power.
to our power.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash.
Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwaf that are out there listening and learning as well. Shalom.
Wa Abba Babal.
Kwam Nasharallah.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom.